I saved $5,000 for our future. I thought he was buying a ring for me. But when I saw it on her finger, I realized his love was a lie. So, I decided to take it all back. I remember the way he looked at me that first summer in Chicago. Mark was everything I thought I wanted. He was charming, driven, and he made me feel like I was the only girl in the world. I was 22, working 2 jobs, saving every penny because I believed in our dream. We had a shared goal, or so I thought. We were going to buy a small house, start a life together. I put my savings, my hard-earned $5,000, into an account we both accessed. It was my safety net, my future. But then, things started to feel different. It started with small things, pauses in his conversation, late nights at the office that never seemed to result in extra pay, a new password on his laptop that he forgot to tell me. I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself I was just tired from working double shifts at the diner. Honey, he would say, his voice so smooth, so convincing. I'm doing this for us. Just wait, there's a surprise coming. I believed him because I wanted to. I wanted that ring. I wanted that life. But the red flags, they kept waving, and I kept closing my eyes. I noticed the balance in our account was dropping, slowly at first, then in large chunks. 500, 1,000. When I asked him, he whispered, "It's for the investment, Maya. Trust me." I felt a chill, a tiny knot of dread in my stomach, but I nodded. I trusted the man I loved, even as the floor beneath me began to crack. The breaking point happened on a Tuesday. I finished work early, and I wanted to surprise him with dinner. I walked into our apartment, but it was quiet. Too quiet. His laptop was open, and for the first time, it wasn't locked. I shouldn't have looked, but my hand, it moved on its own. I saw the emails, the receipts, from a high-end jeweler. $5,000, exactly the amount I had saved. My heart soared for a second. I thought, this is it. He did it. But then, I saw the photos. They weren't of me. They were of Chloe, my roommate from college, the girl he always said was just a friend. There were pictures of them at a park, and there it was, the ring. A diamond solitaire, shining on her finger, bought with my blood, my sweat, my tears. I felt like I couldn't breathe. The room, it started to spin. Maya? I turned around. Mark was standing in the doorway, holding a bag of groceries. He saw the screen. He saw my face. "It's not what it looks like," he whispered, but the lie, it felt heavy in the air. "You took my money," I said, my voice trembling. "You took my future and gave it to her?" He didn't even apologize. He just looked at me with cold, distant eyes. "You were always so focused on money, Maya. Chloe actually appreciates me." I broke right there. I screamed. I cried. I felt the weight of every hour I worked, every meal I skipped, crashing down on me. He walked out. He actually walked out, leaving me in the silence of a life that was never mine to begin with. I didn't stay down for long. The sadness, it turned into something else. Something sharper. Something called revenge. I knew Mark. I knew he was vain, and I knew he hadn't actually paid off the credit cards he used to supplement my savings. I also knew Chloe. She didn't want Mark. She wanted the lifestyle she thought he had. I started by calling the jeweler. Since the account used for the initial deposit was in my name, and I had the police report for unauthorized withdrawal ready, I made things complicated for his purchase. Then, I reached out to his boss. I knew Mark had been borrowing company equipment for his side gigs, something his firm had a zero-tolerance policy for. I sent one simple, anonymous email with photos. The day of his big proposal party, the one he invited all our mutual friends to, was the day it all fell apart. I watched from a distance, in my car, as the police arrived at his office. He was escorted out, in front of everyone. Chloe, seeing the chaos, seeing that the successful man she was dating was actually broke and jobless, didn't stick around. She took the ring, and she left him standing on the sidewalk, with nothing. But I wasn't done. I had used the legal leverage to freeze the remaining funds, and, because I could prove the source, I got my $5,000 back. Every single cent. I saw him one last time, at a coffee shop, a month later. He looked exhausted. Broken. Maya, he started, his voice cracking. I didn't let him finish. I just smiled, a small, calm smile. I hope she liked the ring, Mark. Because it's the last thing you'll ever buy with my money. I walked away, and for the first time in years, I felt light. I have my money. I have my dignity, and I have my life back. He thought he could take from me. He forgot that I'm the one who knows how to build things, and I'm the one who knows how to tear them down. If you think revenge is a dish best served cold, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of justice.